all in track night. I've no idea how it's Monday, but it is, and we are back. Just been doing work all morning. I'm just about to go get my phone because I've not been keeping my phone in my office whilst I've been working. So essentially I'm not allowing myself to go on my phone until 11 AM every morning, just because, brother, like everyone just doom scrolls and it's pointless. So I need to get on top of that and focus on things that drive the business, help my clients, and not just fulfill my need to get a dopamine hit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Exeter runners, we're at all in track night. We're going to be interviewing people as usual and seeing what they have to say. If they've got anything good, it'll make it in the video. If they don't, it won't. I am an awful content creator. It is Tuesday, so yesterday, completely forgot to film my interval session because, to be fair, it didn't necessarily go to plan. It was a really tough session, so it was 2K warm-up into 5 times 1K at 3:55. Which felt harder than it needed to. I have got man flu, I'll admit. Man flu has got the better of me. And it just resulted in the session being a little bit bleh. Definitely felt like it hurt me in the sense that like I came out of the session and then subsequently I feel worse. So today I'm going to do some cross training, which is just going to be on the elliptical. So instead of the 5K run, I'm just going to do 30 minutes on a cross trainer just to get my cardio in, but it not necessarily be running, and see how that goes. Obviously I'm still going to be totaling in 70K this week. So the big one is on the weekend where I have 30K planned. So looking forward to that. That's going to be a real test as we build up into this marathon now, because I'm getting a little bit nervous. Didn't have much time to prepare for it, but sometimes you just got to kind of take your opportunities and just go with it. Because again, like I'm absolutely blown away by the opportunity itself. So next run you'll probably see will be Fruity Wednesday. I'll try and get some footage of it. Fruity Wednesday is just a nickname for our group run that we have at All In Run Club on a Wednesday. It's normally our longer run of the week, so yeah, I'll bring you along. But legs, I'm going to go train legs now, so I'm going to train legs, and then I'm going to get on the elliptical. I'll see how busy the gym is, and I'll let you know and get some footage. It's Wednesday, so Tuesday, you might have seen, I don't know if I actually filmed anything, but I essentially just did a elliptical instead of going for a run. You might hear it, but my voice, like my throat is cooked. I ran with someone, so Jamie, on the weekend, and he's been pretty rough for about 2 weeks, and I think I got his mini lurgy. So I decided not to run last night. I went on the cross trainer, elliptical, whatever you want to call it. It is boring, bruv, isn't it? It's so dull, but got 30 minutes done, I think. The only annoying thing is that will not mean that I have that 5K on Strava, which is slightly annoying. But again, we're not doing this for Strava. So today's plan, so as I said, it's Wednesday. I've got a busy day of work. I've got a lot of filming to do. I've got a lot of editing to do. I've got a lot of client work to do. Tonight, I've got 12K with the squad, which essentially is called Fruity Wednesdays. That will be around 5:30, so relatively like easy pace, hopefully with a little kick at the end. Then we go for like a drink afterwards as part of the All In Run Club kind of social network. And then, oh my God, it's windy out there. And then we've got Thursday, where I'll be back in the gym and I will also be running as well. Very similar to running. If you are just thrashing yourself all the time or just throwing in junk volume, it just doesn't work. So when you're in the gym, you manage to get there, well done. Make it intentional. Make it progressive. Put some effort in. You're going to get to a point where you're not going to be able to progress every single set or every single exercise in the session. So think about which ones are your main kind of key movers. So normally it's the exercises earlier on in the session. We'll have a bit of that. We'll have a bit of that. So tonight's session with Fruity Wednesdays is just 12K, so nice and easy, 5:30. Probably get a little bit faster towards the end, but I'll try and film something. It'll be very dark, but Fruity's like our longer run of the week, so should be good. Training's going well at the moment. I feel okay. Injuries are at bay. They're always in the back of my mind, and so is just general fatigue. But I generally think that is just marathon training. You're always going to be tired. So it's now Thursday. It's freezing out in these streets, which I'm not looking forward to. The filming went... Oh my God, that looked weird. Filming went well yesterday. Obviously, I'm no documentary maker, and I have very limited videography skills. However, I'm trying my best. Here. Today, what have I got? So yesterday I trained. Didn't run yesterday because I was feeling rough. I'm going to try and run today, but tomorrow I've got the big one, which is 30k. So 30k with marathon-paced efforts. So going to try and do 4 times 5k tomorrow, which is going to be tough. It's probably triggering a lot of you that there is cupboards open, but who cares? It's not that deep. 30k, 7 a.m. start. It's going to be tough. I'm going to probably eat now and then going to go film some content at the gym because I'm doing a big push now for ultimately like runners get themselves injured because they don't strength train, and we all need to strength train. So I've made some resources for people because ultimately that's what I coach in my online coaching program now. So if you want it, you can click the link in the bio and you can download it. So I just finished up just a bit of a kind of accessory day, which is essentially just arms, loads of core, because obviously my core is weak, boys and girls, and I'm just about to go for a little easy run. So my daily shoe of choice at the moment, and hopefully you can hear me, the wind is horrific and my microphone is at home, are the Nova Blast 5s. Like, I've honestly gone through so many pairs of Nova Blasts. I will say they are the best shoe I've ever worn until people believe me. Probably the best, most stable shoe I've ever had, most injury free I've been whilst running them, and I've accumulated the most amount of miles I ever have done in Nova Blast, and I always keep going back to them, and that really does show it for me. So they're not like the most aggressive daily shoe, they're not going to make you the fastest, but if you look at the state of these, look how much mileage I've put on them, and I love them. Smell test, not great, bruv. They have been through a lot, but good shoe nonetheless, and I will be buying more. So I'm just going out on an easy 7.5k run. Hopefully I don't get wet. Left this a bit late in the day, but it is a shakeout for tomorrow. This is giving winter vibes. It is Baltic out here. Oh my god, look at the state of me. Sometimes I wonder what is going on. So just an easy 7.5k to do. Left it a little bit late in the day, but it's just a shakeout for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big session as we build up towards London Marathon, which I'm excited about. Obviously I would have loved to have a little bit more time to train, but the nature of the game is that you don't always get the time you want. So a nice little 4-week marathon prep to enjoy it. Marathon London will literally be just to have fun, and then maybe Copenhagen and Amsterdam are the runs where I go for it. Just got a delivery. Looks like a haunted house because we don't have any lights on, but it looks like I'm ghost busting. Boxes and boxes of goodies. By the time you see this video, it probably will be revealed. Exciting! So, I've got enough gels to feed a fucking army here, but 5 gels today, 2 electrolyte gels, no caffeine gels because I've just had a monster. Just about to set off, got to do a bit of a warm-up. Absolutely got nothing to say today. Too early. Too early. Get that 4K camera out of my face. 3K warm-up. Then we're into 5K at 5 minutes per kilometre. And then we are having a 3K float. And then another 5K. We're going to try and push each 5k. Gavin doesn't know it yet.
We're going 450, brilliant.
No, we're not. It's 4k into the first intervals. Still no talking, but that's fun. Last cool down of the recovery. Then we got a second set of 5k. It's warmer than I expected. That is the second interval done, so second 5k. Felt fine. We've just stopped for a drink. It's getting a bit windy now, which is more worrying than anything. Just gonna have a piss. 3k relaxed, and then we're off again, boys. 30k in 1 hour 29. The chafing is horrific. That's why I wear half tights, but Gav, what have you got to say?
Head down, move fast, stay humble.
We're only bloody in Sidmouth again. I am absolutely cooked. Just on the way to Run Club now, which is just going to be a chilled 5k, but my legs ain't feeling good, bruv. I feel like a man who's run 30k, which is exactly what I did. So nice little 5k today, and that should take my mileage to 70k for the week, which is quite good. I do also think
that my mileage is massively skewed in the sense that my intensity of this time doing 70k is way different to what I've done previously. Just because I've been doing loads of zone 2 and I don't, like my engine is good, but I think like I actually need to learn how to be faster, because being like 98 kilograms, what's going on with the camera? What I'm crap at is actually sustaining like the low 4s. So I'm going to try and get better at that. And that's why I probably feel so tired, because my training intensity's got way higher.
Bruv, what am I meant to do with that? That was obviously one of the worst sights you could see on a Monday. So it's a new week, isn't it, essentially? And that run on Saturday cooked me. Felt great at the time. I'm struggling to do a marathon block without caffeine, I must admit. So I went cold turkey with caffeine a while back just because ADHD tendencies, I was having too much. I'll be the first to admit I was having too much. Slight addicted personality, just kind of rinsing the caffeine. But obviously I went cold turkey, and then now I'm running like 30Ks at race pace and stuff like that. It's tiring, bruv. I'm not going to lie, it is tiring. So I might have to start introducing it again. I do have caffeine for my long runs, but I'm just thinking for like some of my training runs are getting quite long as well. It's just a lot. So depending on how I feel later, so it's currently like 7:30 a.m, just about to start work. Depending how I feel later, it will depend whether I do my intervals today or I move them to tomorrow. I do like doing my intervals on Monday, but I really do need to listen to my body at this point. And my calf is feeling a little bit tight. Not like an injury, but definitely like an overuse tightness. I haven't necessarily run that far, that quick before. And probably shouldn't have pushed on that final 5K. But great session, and I'm absolutely buzzing from it. So I think I've got 3 weeks until London now. No, exactly 4 weeks. So, 3 weeks and 5 days. So I've got one more big week of running where I'm going to try and do like 34K. Whether I do any, well, that will be this weekend. Whether I do any at race pace will be different. If I talk through my race pace, essentially I think it's going to be 5 minutes per kilometre for London. I think if I can hold that, I'll be able to enjoy myself as well. Then 3 weeks later, I've got Copenhagen Marathon, which I might, depending on how my body feels following the marathon in London, I might push on a little bit more for. So I'll be in the Alpha Flies, not the new ones, but the Alpha Fly Freeze. I've never ran in them. For Copenhagen, this is. For London, I'll probably just go my Pro 4s or my V5s. I didn't feel too good in the V5s later on in the race, but my feet were in the best condition they've ever been following a half marathon, which says a lot. At 98 kilograms, no super shoe feels good for your brothers. So that's it. So I'm going to just lock in, do some work. I've also got loads to edit with the documentary series I'm doing around the people running London with me. So there's a lot to do, boys and girls, but all falls on me at the end of the day. Let's get it. So just finished work for the day. It's about 3:50. So did all my client work this morning, and I'm just sitting down to eat something before I go to the gym. You have to excuse me. I've been blown around look at the state of my lid. I've been blown around like an absolute idiot this morning when I went outside. So food is just going to be Rice Krispies, brother, with maple syrup. I actually just fully lost my head, so I was doing my warm-up and just the treadmill was telling, well, not the treadmill, but my watch was telling me I was running like 2:20. But I was warming up with a 5:30 pace, and subsequently in 1 kilometre I'd done 2K on my watch. It just pissed me off, so I've just had a tantrum, and now I'm going to run outside because that's fucking ridiculous. So I'm going to try and do my session now, and that's just ruined my mood completely. That's the first KM done in 4:30. Felt alright. Probably just let off a lot of frustration in that one. Now I'm on recovery. So that was my down KM in 4:54. Got to pick up the pace now a bit. Right, that was the second one. Second fast one done.
4:19 per kilometre that one, so a bit quick. So I need to slow it down. Right then, just turning around. So 4:47 on that final recovery. Gonna go like 4:20 again, and then 4:50 for the final one, and then a little cool down up the hill. I've kind of calmed down since my tantrum, but not fully. Sometimes you have tantrums. It's so windy. 4:16 on that last kilometre. I'm fighting hard on this down kilometre now, and then it's time to cool down. That's the final recovery kilometres done. I think it was like 4:45, 4:50. So I'm a bit away from home now, so I might just try and jog home as a cool down now. So yeah, good fun.
Here we go then, so we're at track night. There's a fair few of us tonight, but the weather has changed. It's beautiful. We're having a good time. We're here. So the group have got 400 metre efforts tonight, which will be fun. We can get stuck into it. Good, Matthew Bolt. That was fast. That was fast. Uh-oh. Come on, Frederici. Come on, Benji. Well done, mate. Let's go. Ah, what day is it? It's Tuesday, and today's been a bit of a day, if I'm honest. I've got legs and a run to do today, but I cannot explain like how stressful things are at the moment. Like, I'm spinning a lot of plates by my own doing. For example, got the retreat, run club, clients. Like I have the most clients I've ever had, but yeah, something needs to change. Otherwise, I am going to implode, and I don't want to obviously implode. But I don't really know what I can do. Do I employ someone? Am I in a position where I start to kind of make that happen, or do I change things around? So that's the leg session done. Now I've just got to do, I'm probably going to do like 7.5k, easy, just to get the legs going, because I've been at desk all day, literally done nothing. Well, I haven't done nothing, I did some filming today, but need to get out. Don't feel too bad after legs as well, so making the most of the sunshine, because it is actually beautiful out here. So let's get it going. So that is, what, 5.5k done. My legs actually got pretty heavy following leg training, so happy with that. I've got 18 to do tomorrow, so a decent shift, so just going to save a little bit in the legs for then. I'll do 12k with the group. I've just got 6k to do before, which isn't too bad. With marathon training, you really just need to think like, here's what it is. Desensitize yourself slightly to the running, the mileage, because it was the same with my ultra. The minute I thought about it, I was like, fucking hell, I've got so much to do. But the minute you don't kind of just go, you know what, it is what it is. It's just part of the game, and you just got to get on with it. So it's Wednesday, which means Fruity Wednesday. I've been a bit in a flunk today. I think yesterday was quite a stressful day, so didn't really do anything. But in terms of training today, I've got to try and do like 16k. So I'm going to try and do 4k before we do the group run. The group run is 12k tonight. We'll start at like 5:30, 5:30 pace, and then we'll progress from there. But yeah, looking forward to it. Like, my HRV is absolutely in the gutters at the moment. I'm saying I need to rest and recover. I'm planning to rest tomorrow. I'll go to the gym tomorrow, but I'll rest from running tomorrow, and then I can think about obviously my big one on the weekend, which is like 34k, which is going to be a test, but I need to get into that zone before the marathon, and then it gives me 3 weeks to start to taper down volume. So this week should be like 70-80k, between 70 and 80k, which is going to be tough, but that's 18k done. Did a bit with the group, which was class. I'm just waiting for them all to come in now, but big session. I think it was about 25 of us tonight. Going to go for a brew now. As much as I feel tired, that's one of those runs where I felt pretty good. Once I settled into it, not too bad. It did help having people around because I wasn't really in the right mood, but got it done, and then need to get in the bath now. It's Friday. It's Good Friday actually, which means something in the Christian world. I'm not very well versed in my Christianity, which I'm very sad about, but today I've got just an arm day and shoulder day, so stuff that I haven't done as much of in the week, and then I've just got an easy, I think I'm going to do like 5 or maybe an 8k, depending on how I'm feeling. The weather isn't looking too nice, but I've got 34k to do tomorrow. So that's my main focus. That's my kind of driving force for today. I will also be trialing a bit of a carb load. I do think I really struggle with carb loading. Like, my body doesn't react well, and I mean my digestive system just doesn't react well when I have to ramp up carbohydrates. So it really is a learning curve for me, because I don't like it, bruv. I really don't like it. But I've got this really creepy balloon that's just kind of like following me around the house. Ignore all the boxes. But yeah, so the session is essentially tomorrow, a big one. I've got a few people coming along for it. But other than that, it's just about locking in and getting it done. Like I said, it's a short window of opportunity to do this marathon, and I'm very grateful for it. But at the same time, I'm kind of shitting it, because there is somewhat a bit of pressure on you, like as someone who coaches people to run, coaches people in run club. Like, there's this kind of pressure to perform and be good all the time. And this is something that, as I just choke on that, I've kind of learned the hard way, because I haven't been able to perform as well as I'd liked this year, just because of injuries. So I haven't really spoken about my injuries on here, but I had essentially what I can only describe as like probably a minor abdominal tear, which led me to kind of then get hip tendinopathy, and nothing nice came of it. Essentially, I've been running pretty poorly for a while, for like a year, which is crap. But I say running poorly, I'm just running with pain, and like running with pain post-run, which is the worrying thing. It's not necessarily that I can't run, because I can. I'm accumulating 78k weeks, so I'm not injured as such, as my physio keeps telling me, but there is some kind of nerves and frustration around that. But anyway, I've blabbered on too much. Let's go to the gym, and then I'll go on the run.
It's just 3k in. I'm hot. I shouldn't have worn this top. Struggling a little bit here, but it's all about long run tomorrow. So that's 8k done. Wasn't too bad, actually. Just needed to warm up properly. I didn't really warm up, and then I absolutely hated it for the first 5. The last 3 were good. Just at Boatyard now, gonna get some food, and then I've got someone's birthday.
Today is the big one, so 34k today. I'm not going to take my phone with me today, just because it's too much to carry. Got a big session, which I need to get stuck into. 34k, 3 times 8k at technically Copenhagen marathon pace. I've got my Rice Krispies now, which I'm going to get stuck into. 100 grams of Rice Krispies. Gonna have a coffee. Got my electrolytes going in. I've got a maple syrup in there with water, because I've got someone coming on the bike today, so should be fun.
Right, good.
Right, yeah, we're cooking. Charlie's just about in the fight. We're just warming up here. Check back in a couple minutes.
I actually just filmed nothing of the run yesterday, not even on my phone, and it was a banger. 34k in like 2 hours 30 something. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. That's even with like the recovery periods. Hips a little bit stiff today, abs a little bit stiff today, but probably one of the best runs of my life, which I needed because I've had some shockers recently. So it's Sunday, which means it's run club day. And I'm also shooting some stuff with Rory for Vaseline, just because he'll get way better stuff than I can ever think about doing. It takes him way less time to edit it. And bruv, if you can't do something, just outsource it. Know what you're good at, know what you're not good at. But yeah, probably going to take a rest day today. So this might be the end of the vlog. So it should be probably an 80k week by the time I've done this. By the time I've done this run. So body's just about holding up. So now it's 3 weeks till London. Obviously I'm not going for a PB in London. I think Copenhagen could be 3 weeks later, could be the one where I push hard for. So I'll keep you updated. But yeah, if you're new, follow. If you didn't like the video, tell me.
When I go like 3, 2, 1 action, so go from hands like that and then cross, okay, almost like a football kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's fucking gold. You don't need audio on this.